Hello everyone, I'm WolfHunter52 and welcome back. So, in the aftermath of the recent terrorist attacks on Charlie Hebdo in France, I have been perusing Facebook and have been seeing, quite frankly, a multitude of comments that have filled me with rage and disgust. All I'm hearing lately, in the aftermath of this terrorist attack by Muslim terrorist groups, is a never-ending tirade of people bad-mouthing all Muslims, smack-talking the religion of Islam itself, and frankly, to those people, all I have to say is, shut the fuck up. It's one thing if the arguments were maybe informed, if people would not generalize and claim that, oh, all those Muslims are terrorists, and if we would actually focus on the fact that not all followers of Islam are ramming planes into our buildings or blowing up our buses. In fact, it is actually quite a small percentage of Muslims that are involved in such acts. Yet we act like every single person who's ever picked up a Quran is just some dirty terrorist who wants to attack all our freedoms. And nowhere has that been made more apparent than by a recent comment I saw on my feed, in which the poster stated how it was sad that France's tight gun regulation allowed these Muslim terrorists to increase their field of influence. How the goal of Muslims was not to create an Islamic State in the Middle East, but was instead to go out into the entire world and destroy every single infidel and person who does not follow the Islamic creed. Guess what, people? Even if that is in the Quran, even if there are passages of things like go out and convert the non-believer to the religion, and if they refuse, then kill them, never. Guess what? Those kind of passages are located in every single monotheistic doctrine that there is. The Bible has similar phrases. And, to put worse to worse, Christianity is the only religion that can fully be accused of having gone out and committed mass fucking murder in the name of that. I'm not condoning these terrorist actions. I'm not dismissing the fact that, yes, some Muslims caused 9/11. But we know who that was. That was Al-Qaeda, a very, very blatant Muslim terrorist group. However, Al-Qaeda is not every Muslim in the world. Al-Qaeda is not the majority of Islam following people who just want to continue their day-to-day life while following the teachings of their religion just like any other religious person does. And I love how when Muslims and terrorists who just so happen to be Muslims are mentioned, this fucking generalization bullshit is always done. Fox News does it. Fucking Bill Maher did it when he talked about fucking Islam. And I am sick to death of the generalizations. We don't point at every Christian just because of the actions of the Westboro Baptist Church and others of their ilk, churches that beat and all around just fuck with homosexuals and minorities because they believe the homosexuals to be abominations before God, or the minorities being some sort of lesser being than the white man. Oh, we don't wag our fingers at them and go, oh, all those Christians are, they're no good. So why are you doing the same thing to the fucking Muslims? You want to know why you do it? Because you're fucking ignorant. You aren't informed. You don't know shit about their culture. You don't know shit about their faith. You just know what your little news fucking feeds tell you. And you eat it up like some sort of little fucking guinea pig going, oh, feed me more. I don't want to actually go out and make an informed decision. I don't want to actually learn something. Well, guess what? If you don't want to learn, you have no right to speak. If you don't want to actually go out and understand the theology and the actions of a people, guess what? You have no business making comments about those people. And if I hear another fucking person tell me, oh, those Muslims, they're all terrorists, I'm gonna fucking slap somebody. And if I don't slap them, I'm gonna choke them. Because it is fucking infuriating. I am a Buddhist. And that is just the term I choose to identify with. Because, quite frankly, I know that my spiritual beliefs have no existing religion to which I could tie them. But you know what I do know? I know a lot about Islam. I know a lot about the Quran. I know about Muslims. I know about their lifestyle choices. I know about the rituals they do day to day. I know about foods they don't eat. I know about religious figures and religious places. I know about their pilgrimages to their Mecca and all that. I am informed about Islam. And you know what I don't do day to day? I don't belittle Islam. But you want to know why I don't belittle Islam? Because I have my head pulled out of my ass enough that I realize that Islam does a lot of things that Christianity did, that Judaism has done in the past, and nobody ever throws a stink about them. Hey, Christians, how about that whole do not point out a splinter in another person's eye, yet you see the fucking thing lodged within your own? What about the whole don't judge another person unless you know their circumstance? What's that? It disappeared with the rest of the Old Testament? Well, then you better pull out that dusty ass Bible and reread it. God asked people to sacrifice their own children to him. God wiped out an entire two cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember that? And even if I'm not going to discuss the things that your detestable deity has done in the history of your own fucking doctrine, how about let's just take a minute to talk about what your predecessors have done, Christians? Let's see. The Spanish Inquisition, the Crusades, the Salem witch trials. You know what all three of those things have in common? They were you Christians performing what could only be considered acts of terrorism before acts of terrorism became a thing. But we don't want to talk about that because we've moved on from that. Bullshit. You haven't moved on if you're still making the same mistakes. You haven't moved on if you're still claiming the same uninformed bullshit that you used to. The thing I can't fucking stand about religion is that everybody is so certain that what they believe is right, and that there's no possibility that what the person next to them believes could be accurate. And you know what that's called? That's called personal bias. And everybody's guilty of it. Even I'm guilty of personal bias. I have no love for the Christian faith. I have no expressed love for Islam or Judaism or any other religion for that matter. But you know what I can do at the end of the day? I can bold-facedly, unashamedly, unabashedly, without a hint of fucking sarcasm, say with certainty that I don't hate these religions through ignorance. No, I have genuine good reasons to dislike both the religions and their followers, because I've seen through experience how badly these sort of things can go. So, friends, a forewarning. If I hear anything from this day forward, if I see anything on your newsfeed, if I see you've made videos or political cartoons, anything of the like, let's put it down to this. If I see anything in any form that is this biased, ignorant bullshit that I have just previously discussed, you will be unfriended. And this video is a warning, so that you won't be surprised if the next time you make some cockamamie statement about those Muslim terrorists and how all they want to do is take away our freedoms. Don't be surprised when you have one less friend on your Facebook. Because I am all for freedom of speech. Quite frankly, you can have your opinions. But you know what I don't support? And you know what I won't condone? I won't condone ignorant hate speech. If you're going to hate something, then you better be informed enough to have a good reason to hate it. And if you don't, well then, keep your fucking mouth shut. I'm Wolf Hunter 52, and I hope the rest of you who aren't ignorant, hate-spreading shit suckers all have a wonderful day.